Hi guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a return order. So essentially, it's going to affect our inventory. This is, let's say a customer created sales and then they want to return that item. It's going to come back into inventory and then we're going to credit them. So the first thing that you want to do to start this process is navigate to accounts receivable, orders, and all return orders and select new. So let me do that. And then from here, we're going to select the customer account that they would like to return from. And then we're going to click OK. Alrighty. And then from here, we can either state the item that it's coming from, except if we do that, there's going to be no link from the original sales order. So rather than adding it from here, what I want to do is navigate to this return order tab, returns, and find sales order. From here, it's going to create that link and have you select the sales order that it's coming from. So let's say that they wanted to return, let's try this one because it has a lot of records. So we're going to select this one, and by selecting this, it will auto select all of them below, but let's say we don't want to return all of those. We're going to deselect it, but still have this record selected, and then you can manually select the items that you want to return. Let's say that this record had 20 items rather than only one. Then from here, we can manually type in the amount that we want to return. Let's say that they ordered 20 and we want to return two out of that 20, then you can type in 2. But if that quantity to return is greater than what is ordered, there is a validation that tells you that you cannot do that. All right. So let's return these 2 items and then we're going to click OK. And what that's going to do, it's going to pull these 2 records into your return order. Okay, if it's on hold, then it will not work. So let's pick another item. Let's randomly click a couple. All right, these are on hold, so let me pick a different number. Alrighty, I selected this one and it allowed me to select it. Quantity to return is going to be 3. Oh my goodness, everything's on hold. Okay, so we found one that was able to get returned. I'm using a customer called Betty Sue, and we're returning quantity of 1 item, and it shows the unit price of $1,000. Something to note is this returned status. It's currently as expected because we have initiated that return process. We expect one to come back. So let's say that the item has came back into inventory. How do we register it into our system? Before I do that, I do want to make a note that, okay, that's fine. Let me expand this. Okay, so now that we have shown that it's been expected, we're going to go to update line, registration. We're going to select a disposition code. These are auto-created, but essentially there are a couple options. We're going to select the one that is going to put back into inventory and credit customers. It might be named differently in your description, but essentially the action is going to be credit. Okay, we're going to click OK, and then we're going to see that that registration is going to pop up. This is what the warehouse people would do. We're going to click add registration and then select the location that's been registered. In the case that not all the expected came in, we can edit this register now. So let's say you expected 5, but only 2 came back. This is where you would select 2 rather than all 5. And then we're going to click confirm registration. All right, and then we're going to navigate back out, and then we're going to see that the return status is registered. That means the items have gone back into inventory. And then we are going to, now that has been registered, we're going to go and post it. So it's going to be the end of the process. So we're going to go into the header, and by default, return orders are going to create a sales order. So we're going to select the sales order number that it generated. And then you're going to see that it has listed the item or items that we have returned. And then it's going to by default have a negative quantity because we are crediting them. And then we're going to navigate to invoice. What? We're going to post packing slip. Apologies. And then we're going to invoice. Hold on.